What's going on? This is Brother Jay, and I'm back with another one of my thought of the days, man. And I guess my thought of the day for the day is, my thought of the day is, I feel blessed. You know, I mean, I'm about to turn the big 5-5. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow and shit. You know what I mean? And there's a truckload of list I can name off as far as my blessings and stuff like that, where other people be like, well, that's not really a blessing and shit. Nigga, for me still to be alive in the life I used to live is blessing probably 1 through 5. You know what I'm saying? Then you have another blessing, which is that I got all my kids and they're healthy and they have kids. So that's another multitude of blessings. I'm not in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking upright on my legs. Uh, I have control of my faculties. So I'm not going like senile or dementia or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on no hard, powerful drugs and stuff like that, or mind altering or mood altering drugs. Not discarding those that are. I'm just saying I'm blessed because I'm not on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm living in a decent neighborhood, so it's not like a gang ridden, gang infested, crime infested neighborhood. You know, so that's another blessing. I'm not tied down to some psycho bride. You know what I'm saying? That's two and three blessings in one. you know, you know what I'm saying? What else, man? I got cool ass neighbors and shit like that. That's a blessing because I mean, neighborhoods do you live in that you get along with everybody in your neighborhood? You know what I mean? So you'll see, I got plenty of blessings. But see, people look at blessings different than I do. I look at blessings is that the little things that has gifts for you, even though you don't actually see the gift right away, but in the long term, it is a gift. You know what I'm saying? Most people look at blessings like how much finances they're getting or how much business clout they're building and shit like that, or their clientele or their access to power and shit. They view that as blessings. You know what I'm saying? That's icing on the cake, man. That's not blessings. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're doing your job diligently and you earn a name for yourself, that's not actually a blessing. That's something that you've earned. If you get yourself promoted and stuff like that, or you get a business venture with this other person over here that y'all mutually are benefiting together, that's not a blessing. That's something that you work for. That's something that you earned. You know what I'm saying? Blessings are things that are out of your control that shows up and surfaces in front of you. And you're like, wow, well, many people could have had that, but I didn't have that. But thank goodness I do have that. You know, that's what blessings are. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I was saying before, you know what I'm saying? The lifestyle I used to live, I mean, I had my karma pay me back. Don't get it wrong. It's not like I was always like, oh, yeah, so I got blessings all my life. And no, no. I decided, you know what I'm saying, slow up the game a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and change, you know what I'm saying, the lane that I'm in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's where karma paid me back. And it was paying me back for at least like 15, almost 20 years. So, you know what I'm saying? But then, when you sit up here and ride that out, you know what I'm saying, then blessings start coming or start coming, you know? So, and I didn't realize that, you know what I'm saying? See, it's the funny thing, you see, when you make moves when you're young, you don't see the long term down on the other end of the tunnel that you're looking down. You see, the only thing you're seeing is what's happening right now. That's part of that, you know what I'm saying, being black, instant gratification type of thing. You know what I mean? But, it's weird because when time goes by, you do get older and you start looking now at the long view, everything is crystal clear. Crystal clear like a motherfucker. But when you was younger and you was making your moves, you couldn't see that far down because the only thing you saw was like the two few steps in front of you. You know. So that's where youth make more mistakes than older people. Now, some people, through their youth, create habits. So now when they become old, these things are just full blown habits. So they don't know how to, reverse that direction because they're so head first, or the habit got them. Like, like being on crack or something like that. That monkey got your ass, nigga. So you don't know how to shake that monkey because you had this habit for, a decade or two, But then when you finally do shake that monkey and stuff and start looking at life in a different lens, things start making sense. Certain people making their moves make sense. Some people trying to talk you into bullshit makes sense. Some things that that you probably wouldn't have seen under the fog that you was under, whether it be drugs or whether it be anger or territorial or gang shit or whatever. When you're locked in that fog, you can't see past the fog. You only see what's in front of you because the fog is narrowing your vision. You can't see but so far. But when that fog is gone and that negative energy is gone, then you can see further down the road and things start making a lot more sense. So I'm not going to over talk and over preach today. This is my thought of the day that, hey, for a cat that's about to turn the big 5'5", I'm blessed to be alive this long. Among other blessings I just stated earlier. So, you might not have the identical blessings that I have, but most people that came up from struggling backgrounds and stuff like that has some kind of blessings today. I don't give a fuck if you just blessed not to be in the penitentiary. That still is a blessing. Because there's so many people that's trying to make you slip and come down the rabbit hole with them. Like I heard an incident that one dude, he called his friend and he was like, "Hey man, come go, with a drive with me and shit. Let's roll around the neighborhood, and just, go to the park, toss back a couple 40s and shit and kick it." And the dude said, yeah. He didn't realize, that he's in the car with a motherfucker that this dude already just got done putting in work. The car is stolen. The guy still have the gat that he took somebody out on in the car. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part is when he got caught up and stuff like that, because they just rolled around in a stolen car, like I said, police, saw the stolen car, pulled him over. Now the traffic cam that caught him doing the lick and stuff like that saw the silhouette of another nigga. And that wasn't his friend who he called to go on the drive. So, but his physique and clothing matches the silhouette, so they assumed that it was him. This guy got right now fucking 10 years. I mean, he's probably going to do like, maybe 6 and stuff like that. But 10 years just for getting in the car with a motherfucker and going to the park and drinking 40, you get 10 years. Motherfuckers better count their blessings, man. And I'll end it on that. Deuce.